Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys the ultimate beginner's guide to the new champion Swain. I'll explain to you guys how to use his abilities, every little detail about his abilities, how to combo his abilities, how to play Swain in a game, how to build Swain, what runes to use, and everything. There's timestamps in the description to just skip around in the video. So let's get to it. Swain's passive. This one is really important to understand. So the way it goes, Swain collects soul fragments. And you can see on the bottom here how many soul fragments I have. Right now I have 828. And what that means is, I'm just very quickly going to show you, Swain has gained 828 bonus health. Every soul you get gives you permanent health. So how do you get these souls? So when Vision of Empire and Nevermore hit enemy champions, your second ability is Vision of Empire and your third ability is Nevermore. I'll get to it, or actually I can show you guys right now. So if you hit an enemy champion like this, you can see it goes from 828 to 852. However, this is a bug. It's supposed to only give you one stack. I'm not sure why it's giving me 12 right now. Only when you kill an enemy champion, which is another way you can get stacks. As you can see, also when they die, when you kill an enemy champion or when you get an assist, that's when you get 12 stacks. So I'm really not sure why there is a bug in the game. So like when you hit your second ability on an enemy champion, it is going to give you one stack, not 12. That's a bug. So when you hit your second ability, you get one stack. And when you hit your first ability, it also gives you one stack. However, you keep in mind to get the stack from your third ability, as you can see, right now, I didn't get anything. The way you need to get it is to actually pull it, like pull, you see? I pulled 2 enemies and this is going to give me 2 stacks, not 24. Keep in mind that is a bug. So let's talk about it. Oh yeah, so what it also does, when you collect a soul, it heals you for a percentage health. When you're level 1, it's 3%. When you reach level 5, it's going to be increased, up to a maximum of 6%. Also, yeah, as I said, it provides you maximum health. So if I'm low HP and I hit it, I'll heal up. That's how it works. Your first ability, very simple. Swain extends his demonic arm to launch blah 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 bolts at the enemies. It does damage to enemies within range. The first bolt does like a certain amount of damage. Right now I have a lot of AP, so it does 371 damage. And then each bolt after the first one does less damage. So let me show you. If I hit it on this enemy right here, boom, that's 481 damage. However, if I hit it from max range like this, boom, it's of course going to be less damage. However, keep in mind, I have Riftmaker, Leandris, everything. Basically like this, you'll do less damage than you'll do like this, of course. Because, you know, you'll be up close and you'll be able to hit much more arrows. By the way, of course, this is an AoE ability. You'll be able to shoot it on every enemy that's within it. Boom, boom. Yeah, that is really it for this ability. It's a very good wave clear ability because it shoots through the entire wave and it will allow you to shove waves very easily. It's also pretty good poking ability, like boom, if you can get within range to poke. However, keep in mind the range is really not that big. Like a lot of ranged champions are going to be able to outrange you, but this is mainly going to be used to be poking melee champions. For example, if you're against a Yasuo or Yone in lane, boom, you can bully them like this from long range. Now let's talk about the second ability. This one is very interesting. Swain summons a demonic eye. Here you can see it. He summons a demonic eye. And this demonic eye, there's a reason that it's called an eye. It gives you vision. Look. Boom. Gives you vision. It gives you vision for around 2 seconds. But if you hit it on an enemy target, look what happens. So wait, I have a ward here, but I believe there's one dummy that I cannot see. Yeah, you see that dummy behind? Look. It reveals him 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds. It reveals the enemy for 7 seconds. This is the longest reveal in the game. Like even Ashe's third ability doesn't reveal for that long. Keep in mind, this ability also slows by 60%. In the beginning, it only slows by 30%. Oh, by the way, when you're level 1, you want to take your third ability first. This is the best ability to have in lane. This is like when you're level 1, you go to your lane, you want to upgrade your third ability. And then you have to look at your matchup. If you're against a melee matchup, at level 2, you upgrade your first ability. Let me actually show you exactly how. Reset level. So level 1, when you go to your lane, you take your third ability. So you can use it to bully the enemy. Level 2, you have to look. Does the enemy have a ranged champion? If they have a ranged champion, you take your second ability. This will allow you to poke them like this from long range. However, Are they melee? Then you take your first ability. You know, Yasuo, you can hook him in, and then boom, you can bully him more like this. So that's how you want to upgrade in the beginning. And the way you want to max your abilities, by the way, is, of course, you always want to put points in your ultimate whenever you can. But first, you max your first ability. Oops, I clicked on stasis. But your first ability is always going to be the first ability to be maxed. Then you max your second ability. And then your third ability. That's just the most efficient way to do it. Because maxing your third ability only gives you base damage. So you want to do it last. Your first ability gives you cooldown and base damage. And your second ability gives you more slowing. Like, these give you important things. Your third ability is going to be the last max. So I was talking about the second ability. Sorry. You can use it to reveal an enemy, as I said. You can use it to reveal the red buff. You know, to check what the enemy is doing in the jungle. You can use it to reveal the bush before you're face checking the bush. You can use it for many different things. You can use it to cut off the enemy's path if they're trying to run away. For example, if they're trying to run away from here, you can use this right here, because then, of course, they can't walk into it. If they walk into it, they'll take massive damage and be slowed for a lot. And if they don't walk into it, of course, they have to wait here for all this duration and then they can walk. So this can be a very good ability to catch up to an enemy or to like force an enemy to walk sideways. Like if I put this here, I force this dummy to walk around it like this. You know, like if it's right here, he's not going to walk through it. He's going to walk around it. You know what I mean? Now let's talk about the third ability, which is probably one of the most important abilities Swain has. You throw it and then you can pull the enemy if you hit him. So like if I hit him, if I don't do anything, it just roots him. But I can also pull. Like, I can pull instantly. Wait, I'll put it on 0 cooldown. That'll make it a bit easier for me to handle. I can pull instantly, like this. Or, I can wait a bit. You can pull, or sorry, you can hit it and pull. It's on the 0 cooldown. Wait, it's a bit confusing. You can hit it and pull last second. You can time this a little bit. It depends on how you want to combo it. It depends on when you want to pull them. Like, both are fine. If you pull them instantly, they'll still be rooted after you've pulled them. However, if you pull them like afterwards, like if you wait for it, pull, they're not going to be rooted anymore and they can instantly run away after the root. That's the only real important thing you need to know about it. Let's see. Yeah, and you collect one soul. I explained it already. So now let's talk about the ultimate. I love this ability. Swain frees the demon, dealing 123 magic damage. Remember, I have magic items. It's not that much normally per second to enemies within his range, and he restores 134 health again because I have items to himself. So let me show you. You turn on the ultimate. You can see the range right here. Let's use it around one dummy first. Enemy dummy right here. Boom. Look, I'm damaging him every second. And the Leandris is also damaging, but you can see the constant ticking of damage. 123, 123, 123. You see, boom, boom, boom. Every 123 is the tick of damage. This does damage, and it heals me up. Like if I'm lower HP, let's turn off invisibility. I want to show you guys. Let's take some damage. I'll take some damage real quick here. Interesting. Now I have 96 bonus health. I'm really not sure what's happening. Because I had like 1,000 or something. The game is super bugged right now. I have no idea what's happening. But yeah, take a look at now. If I use it, boom, 140 health, 140 heal. If I walk into 3 enemies, of course the healing is gonna be insane. Because this healing is per enemy. You restore this, 141 health per enemy. If I'm around 5 enemies, that's going to be 5 times that. It's going to be 700 healing every second. So now you can start to understand the point of this ability. And as you can see, why is the ability not running out, guys? So let's read further into it. Where does it say it? Demon Ascension is controlled by demon energy, which depletes over time. As you can see right here, you can see the red bar under your HP. It depletes over time. However, when I hit an enemy, look, it starts to charge up again. You see? It runs out when I don't hit an enemy. But when I hit an enemy, I'm going to show you guys what happens if I hit multiple enemies. Boom! It keeps charging up. However, it seems like it doesn't matter if you're around one enemy or if you're around like 1,000,000 enemies. It charges up at the same pace. So as long as you're around just one enemy, you're going to be okay. And By the way, another thing you need to know, this ability also heals you up from minion waves. But and also jungle camps, dragon, baron, but they are only gonna heal you for 10% of the health. So they're only gonna heal you for 15 health. But this can still be very helpful if there's like 10 minions, you know, that's gonna be like a whole extra champion. So there's another part to this ability. You can recast it and do a lot of damage with it and slowing the enemies. Now, it doesn't say how much it slows the enemies, but here you can see, boom, it just does another part, like another tick of damage. This can be used to do burst damage, but it really doesn't seem like it does a lot of damage in Wild Rift. I feel like in PC League it does a bit more, because like as you can see right here, you have to wait 2 seconds, you go in and boom. It did like 461 damage, which is equivalent to like 3 seconds of using the ultimate, so it's okay. It just gives you additional burst damage. That's the good thing about it. Alright, let's talk about how to combo his abilities and give you some tips about everything on Swain. So let me see, I actually wrote down everything. I always do my homework before I make these videos. So I want to talk about the second ability. Actually, first ability first. You can combo this with your flash. Boom, just like that, you see? You can extend the duration however you like this. Like if I want to get close to these enemies right here, boom, that works. But before you ask me, you cannot do it with your third ability. Wait, what? In Wild Rift you can? Wait, what? Wait, it shoots here? Oh my god, it works in Wild Rift! No way! Look! If I want to hit this guy... Wait. Huh? Wait, what? It's really weird. What if I auto-aim it? Oh my god, it works in such a weird way. Look, if you aim it to the front and flash, he's gonna shoot it sideways. Like I'm aiming here, look, I'm aiming here. He's not always gonna hit it, it's not reliable. But you can only really reliably hit it. Well, what? You see that? This is really weird. You can only reliably hit it with a flash if you auto-aim it. Like you can even flash like this. Wait, is this gonna work? You can even flash to a different direction. Oh my god, that's really weird. By the way, another combination you can do with the third ability is another type of flash combo. Like I can shoot it here, and you can see it pulls back. So what you can do, boom! You can do it like that. And yes, it also works like this, you see? So there's potential combos you can do where you throw it behind you, you walk into the fight and flash to pull it into him. And of course then you can pull him. So like you do it like this, you can flash and then pull him after you. You see? Like there's many different combos, but I didn't know this worked. But it's so glitched, it's so glitched. Why does it work like that? But okay, so you can flash combo it, but it doesn't work properly. Maybe they're gonna fix it in the future, but like, it's not smooth. It's just not smooth right now. But yeah, let's see. I have my combos on the other side. Oh, by the way, you can combo your ult with stasis. You can use your ult, and stasis is gonna maintain your ultimate, as you can see. The way you wanna do this is you don't wanna use it with full HP. You don't wanna do it like this full HP, because enemies are simply gonna run away. The way you want to do this combo with your ult is you want to do it when you're very low and the enemies like want to kill you. So let me show you. Let me just show you. I'm very low right now. So like I'm very low HP. I could re-engage and stasis. And as you can see, during your stasis, you will heal up. It actually didn't show it properly. So I'm going to show you guys again. I'm going to make sure I'm not... like my health bar is not covered. So let me just show you again. During your stasis, you heal up as well, guys. So let me show you. So if I use it like this, it heals me. But if I stasis, it keeps healing me. So obviously, the way you want to do it with your ultimate is, you don't want to stasis when you're full HP, but only when you're low HP and you still have that ultimate up, you want to stasis. And it's even better if you use all of your abilities and then you stasis. If you have, like, wait, let me show you. If you turn off the 0 cooldown, you use all your abilities and then you stasis. And then, of course, after stasis, you can use your first ability again and you're going to have your abilities back up, you know? That is the best way to use your stasis with your ultimate. And of course, remember, you have the second part of your ultimate, which you want to use on as many enemies as possible, like boom, on these 4 enemies. It's a perfect hit. So let me see. A good way to catch an enemy, I've already told you guys about this a few times in the beginning, but basically a good way to catch this dummy, for example, if he's running away. Let's say he's running away in his lane right here. You can put your second ability in front of him, especially if he's next to a wall, it's even better. I'll give the example on this one, because this one is next to the wall. The reason that I want to give it to this one is because you can put your second ability here when he's running away. You put it here. What is he gonna do? What do you guys think he's gonna do if you put your second ability there? Let me turn on circle. If you put it here, of course, he's gonna run here. He's gonna run like this. He's gonna try to run around it. Because if he stands still, your team is gonna catch him. If he walks into it, he's gonna get damaged and he's gonna get slowed. So he's gonna walk like this. So when he does that, you know, you put your second ability here, you can hook him here. He's not going to be able to dodge it. So you're steering the enemy into your third ability. You're steering him into it. Like, even if an enemy is close to you like this, you can use your second ability to steer them into it. However, this is not the most efficient one. If the enemy is close to you, it's much better. Like this combo. You hit your third ability, put down your second ability, and pull them into the second ability. Let me show it to you. Like that. Let me put it on 0 cooldown, by the way. So you do it like this. You shoot on the enemy, you put down your second ability, and you pull them into your second ability, and you're gonna do the damage. Really, really good way to do a lot of damage. It's like really good for poking, in lane especially. So you do third ability, your second ability, and you pull them into your second ability to make sure they don't, to make sure you hit it. By the way, be careful with this combo that you don't pull them out of your second ability, because you can do it like this, where you pull them out of it, you see? So don't put it exactly on top of them, the second ability. Put it a little bit here. So don't put it here. This is risky too. Put it here. So let me show you again. Boom, boom, boom. So now let's talk about some more combos. You can catch the enemy like this. And like your full combo without your ultimate, you do this, this, and this. And now let me explain it in Wild Rift terms. You use your third ability, your second ability, pull them into your second ability, and then your first ability. You can use basic attacks in between, but your basic attacks really don't do a lot of damage. So let me show you again. Third ability, second ability, pull them in, first ability. This is like a really strong combo. And to add more to it, third ability, second ability, third ability, second ability, pull them into it, first ability, ignite. And you can use ignite in between as well, so like third ability, second ability, pull, ignite, and first ability instantly. Like you'll do the maximum poke damage like this. Let me see. E, W, E. Oh, so you can pull them in with your second ability. Sorry, third ability, second ability, pull them in and ult like this. Because remember, you're going to be building a Rylai's Scepter and you're going to be slowing the enemies as well. And if you want a further slow, you can reactivate your ultimate to slow the enemy. Again, it doesn't say exactly how much it slows the enemy, but it should be a lot. So let me show you this particular combo again by making sure my ultimate runs out. Like you can pull the enemy, you know, third ability, second ability, third ability, and instant ult, and then first ability to keep fighting. Let me show you. Third ability, second ability, pull them in, ult, and first ability. And then, of course, you do whatever combo you want to do. And then your second charge of your ultimate. Now, let me show you this one more time, just to make sure you get it. Making the ult run out. Third ability, second ability, another third ability, ult, first ability, another ult. Let me show you. Third ability, second ability, pull them in, ult, first ability, and then another ult. This is like kind of the ultimate combo. If you can catch out an enemy, this combo is gonna do the most damage. If you're against a lot of melee champions, however, there is another way to go into the fight. Let me check it here real quick. This. Okay. So if you're against a lot of melee champions, you can ult, walk into the fight, and do your combos. So you ult, first ability, and then, you know, second ability, third ability. It doesn't really matter how you do the second ability, third ability, and everything. And another thing you need to understand about Swain. All of his abilities are designed to keep the enemies close to each other and close to you. So you can do maximum damage, because his ultimate, the second part, boom, it slows the enemy. Your second ability, it slows the enemy. Your third ability, it pulls the enemies close to you and it keeps them rooted. Your first ability does maximum damage to enemies that are close to each other. So it's all designed that way. And I think I explained everything. I'm just checking very quickly. Yeah, I explained every combo and all of that. There's of course a little bit more, but these are the main combos and the important things you need to know about this champion. So let's talk about how to build him and what runes to use and everything like that. I'm very excited for this new patch, by the way. So yeah, the game actually gave a really good standard build. I only changed a little bit about it. Actually, I need to change this one as well. I don't really recommend this item, but yeah. You start with a Rod of Ages. Then you build a Rift Maker, and then you build a Rylai's Scepter. Rylai's Scepter is a core item, and honestly, I even think this could potentially be his second item, the Rylai's Scepter, because Rylai's Scepter with Swain's ultimate is such a disgusting combo, because the enemies won't be able to run away from you, because you're slowing them all the time. Rabadon's Death Cap as your third or fourth item, and then as your last item is Situational. Void Staff if you need to shred their magic resist. But this item is also viable. Amaran Twinguard is actually also viable because in the late game, you have a lot of HP. Because remember, his passive stacks HP. You know, his souls give him HP, permanent HP. So, and also Rod of Ages HP, Riftmaker HP, Rylai's Scepter HP. So you have insane amounts of HP. Getting an Amaran Twinguard is going to give you 55 armor, 55 magic resist, and of course, additional 30% armor magic resist in a longer fight. And the tenacity as well, which is going to be extremely powerful in combination with having a lot of health. So that's how this could possibly be a good last item. For the boots, Mercury Sweats are good, but I think Glutinous Griefs are going to be amazing as well. And for the enchantment, always Stasis, because it works with his ultimate. For the wounds, you go for Conqueror. Here you go for Gathering Storm, or you go for Giant Slayer if you're against giants. Triumph could potentially work, but I don't know. I wouldn't like it. Like Gathering Storm is going to be much better. You're a late game champion with this champion. Adaptive Carapace is great in case you get to a low amount of HP, especially during your ultimate. It's gonna make you, it's gonna make you even tankier. This new Perseverance is gonna be good as well. Like it's gonna make you tanky during stuns and things. I feel like this rune is gonna be broken anyways, so yeah. And then here's Sweet Tooth, because you're gonna need the Sweet Tooth early game. You're not the strongest early game champion, so Sweet Tooth is great. If you really wanna bully the enemy early game, you can go Mana Flow Band, because he does struggle with mana. And where's the other rune? Transcendence possibly could be a good one in the late game. But as I said, I just recommend Sweet Tooth to get yourself through the early game. And then Ignite and Flash are going to be the spells you're going to be using. So that's it for the guide. Make sure you give this video a like and everything like that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. And I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video.